So I was at work the other day, and this young boy come up to me and said, "Bebo, can I ask you a question?" I said, "Well, sure you can, bud." He said, "You always come into work, you're always smiling, whistling, singing songs." He said, "Why are you always in such a good mood?" He said, "I don't get it, man." He said, "It's every day." Well, I'm happy. I'm really happy. He goes, "Well, but why? What are you doing to be so happy?" And I was like, "Well, I'm married to an amazing woman." I said, "And we have a lot of extracurricular activities at night, if you know what I mean." He's like, "Oh, okay. Well, you got any advice for me?" "Well, sure I do." I said, "What I like to do," I said, "I'll tell my wife poems. I'll write her poems all the time and recite them to her." I said, "It makes her all happy, and then the next thing you know, bada bing, bada boom, baby." He said, "Okay. Well, can you give me an example?" I said, "You want an example of one of my poems?" He goes, Yeah. "All right, well, I used this one the other night." I said, "Roses are red, violets are blue. There's no one else in this world for me but you." Just a little short poem like that. That's all it was. And she was like, "Oh, you're so sweet," blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I tell the old boy that. He says, "All right, I'm going to go home and try it." So he goes home. I guess he tells her a poem. He comes back in the next day, and I look at him, and I'm like, "Holy crap, bud, what happened to you?" He's got a big old black eye. I mean, looks like he's had his ass whooped. He goes, "Well, I tried one of your poems." "Okay, and it didn't work out well for me." I said, "Well, what the hell did you say to her, bud?" He said, big girl, thighs like a hog. Get on your knees, let me do you like a dog." Are you shitting me? "What do you do?" He said, how do you make things exciting?" I was like, "Well, you know." How do I know if I'm doing it right? How do I know if I'm making her happy? Well, it's like this, bud. I said, if she looks like she's in pain, like, or just making weird faces, you're doing it right. Guarantee it. If she looks like you just slammed her hand in a car door, you might be doing it right. If she looks like she's possessed from the devil, you're definitely doing it right. If she starts screaming the Lord's name, you're definitely doing it right. If you think she's having a seizure, you're definitely doing it right. If she looks like, you're definitely doing it right. If your back looks like Freddy Krueger got a hold of you, you're doing it right. If she makes a post on Facebook and tags you in it the next day, talking about how amazing of a man you are, you did it right. And if she's smiling afterwards, before she falls asleep for hours upon hours upon hours, and then gets up in the morning and cooks you breakfast, you did an excellent job. And if she ain't first, you're last.